What the fuck? An original BloodAce video in 2019? I mean, hasn't he already been thrown in prison and kind of sort of off the internet until at least his probation is up? Yeah, I mean, I don't think anything substantial has really happened recently regarding regarding his whole child pornography situation, to put it lightly. I know I'm pretty sure I know he's been released a few months ago from prison. I believe he was released in April, I think. But you know, that's not really worth making a whole video discussing. He's off the internet until 2021, I believe, or 2022, somewhere around there. And I don't even know if he'll ever come back to YouTube. Hopefully not, but who knows? Maybe he might be dumb enough to come back. But I wanted to make this video because this has been something that's been floating in my mind lately, and something that I finally wanted to discuss and let out to anyone who might still care about this subject, or just remember me making all those original BloodAce videos way back in the day, taking a brave, epic stance against OBA and his mean comments regarding kids and Sakurai and all the sort. I'm going to discuss all that here because it's a lot that I've wanted to let out for a while, but a lot of people are like, original BloodAce is a dead topic. Why the fuck are you talking about him? Okay, if it bothers you so much, click off the fucking video. There, problem solved. Anyway, with that all out of the way, back in 2015 and early 2016, if you were around back then, you would definitely know that I was churning out a lot of anti-original BloodAce videos. This all stemmed from a video he made back in June of 2015, I believe. Something about Ryu being added in Smash Brothers, and then OBA lost it, and OBA said, I hope Sakurai's wrist injuries are permanent, because while developing Smash 4, Sakurai injured his wrists, as a lot of you probably know. And by the way, if you hear background noise, that's the landscapers outside mowing the grass. No matter where I go in the house, they're in front of the house, they're in the back of the house, no matter where I go, my microphone will probably pick up the sounds of the landscapers mowing the grass. So, yeah, kind of escaped that. Sorry. Anyway, back to the subject at hand. This caused a huge uproar amongst many of his former fans at this point. Many people were like, yep, I'm jumping ship. I can't stand this guy anymore. And that's when I made my first response to Original BloodAce. It's privated now. I'm probably going to unprivate all the old Original BloodAce videos, and probably unprivate a lot of my old videos too, even if a lot of them are cringy, for lack of a better term. Oh, fuck it. I'll put them all back up, because why not? Anyway, I made this response to him, stating that I am done supporting Original BloodAce. I can't support him anymore after his really heinous comments regarding Sakurai's wrist injuries. And a lot of people at the time were like, yep, I will 100% agree with you. Fuck this moron, and fuck him for what he said about Sakurai. And it should have ended there. Just me making a video responding to what he said in that video and denouncing what he said about Sakurai's wrist injuries. And, me announcing that I don't support Original BloodAce anymore. I can't support him after what he said about Sakurai. It should have ended there, right? No, I made more video responses towards him. I don't know why, honestly. I just, at the time, I guess I wanted to start a little feud with him because, looking at all the kids that pissed him off by making troll accounts impersonating him on Miiverse, and him making videos and videos and videos about those kids, even though he's giving those kids what they want, attention. I guess I wanted some of that. I guess I wanted to, get into a little stink with Original BloodAce, I guess. And for the most part, yeah, he ignored me and all the other people making videos about him. And I'm not going to say I was the one who started all this. There were some people who made videos against him before me. Like that MXT guy. I'm not even gonna fucking bother going into what he has done and all that shit, because quite honestly, I don't know the ins and outs of that guy, and I really just don't care to know the ins and outs about him after hearing a little bit of the shit he's done and gotten himself into. But yeah, it was him, me, and a bunch of other people who I haven't even associated with or even spoken to for the longest time. But yeah, there was this little anti-Original BloodAce community going on at the time. I remember back when Google Plus was a thing, and back when I actually used Google Plus, there were communities that were titled anti-OriginalBloodAce or something like that, and I think I've joined some of them. Oh my god, I can't believe I actually fucking associated with all that shit back then. But hey, the past is the past, and that's why I'm making this video, just to reflect on all this stupid shit that I involved myself into back in those days. But yeah, there was this whole community making videos about OriginalBloodAce and about how he's a bad person and such and such. It was all pretty much the same thing, him saying something really stupid or just really fucked up, and then someone makes a video saying, wow, that is very stupid, or wow, that is very fucked up. How the fuck can you say something like that? You should be ashamed of yourself. Yeah, like we were his fucking parents scolding him for saying a mean thing on the internet. Anyways, OriginalBloodAce is a bad person. Don't associate with him. That is what pretty much all of my videos and all the videos that other people have made about him just boiled down to. OBA bad, we good. And people kind of considered me as this big, brave leader leading the charge against OriginalBloodAce. So having this army of people all collectively taking a stand against OriginalBloodAce. And back then I said, yeah, that is stupid, and now I will still say, yeah, that is stupid, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Back then, even though I denied it and denied it and denied it, I think I even made a video denying this too. I still kind of liked it, honestly. I still kind of liked being seen as this leader of this big, brave charge against this bad person on the internet. And it kind of fueled my ego at the time. I actually kind of liked being labeled as that, even though I made it seem like I didn't want to be labeled as that, because I guess I didn't want to be seen as egotistical, I guess. But still, on the inside, I still liked being called that regardless. But, despite all that, OriginalBloodAce still didn't bother to acknowledge me, or any of the people who have made videos against him around that time. He, aside from snide little remarks he would make in the comment sections in his videos with his fans about me, he didn't say anything. He didn't make videos. He didn't mention me in a video, I don't think. I didn't watch all of his videos. I still watched him, though. I still did kind of sort of watch his channel regularly, regardless of me supposedly leading this resistance against OriginalBloodAce. I still watched him. It was more so in a so bad it's entertaining kind of way. It wasn't me just still liking his content despite being seen as this brave leader against OriginalBloodAce. No, I still watched him because his videos were just entertainingly bad, and I still stand by that. I still kind of sort of go back to his Miiverse videos from time to time and watch them, because they are so entertainingly bad. Anyways, I'm getting off track. He didn't acknowledge me, and I kept making videos in hopes that he would eventually, maybe say something. And no, he didn't. This is probably making me sound really obsessive, but maybe I was. I was just so savoring this big feud that I would eventually have with OriginalBloodAce, and I remember each time I would upload one of my really bad videos against him, I would be like, this is probably going to be the time, isn't it? This video will finally make him finally respond and call me out and all that shit, and then I could finally get into that big fun feud with OriginalBloodAce. I don't know, I'm probably making myself sound like such a creep right now, but I was 14, 15 at the time. There's loads of shit from that time that I'm embarrassed about. It doesn't just pertain to YouTube. There's plenty of shit in my personal life that I look back on from that time, and I'm like, how the fuck was I not embarrassed about this back then? But anyway, I'm sure that's all of us. Let me get back on track here. Eventually I was like, well, I guess he's never gonna respond. I guess this is all a waste of time. And I guess it's time for me to throw in the towel, which I did. I decided to make one more video towards him. And this is probably my favorite out of all the OriginalBloodAce response videos I've made. It was a response to some videos he made, getting all bent at Nintendo for making mobile games, even though they've previously said that they were not going to make mobile games. And he got really angry over it, and I was like, you're fucking stupid for getting angry over something like this, and I still stand by that. I still think those videos were fucking retarded, looking back. In that very same video, I also say, I am done with the original BloodAce videos. They are getting boring. They're getting redundant. I'm saying pretty much the same thing over and over again in these videos. Original BloodAce is an idiot and he's a bad person. I'm sure you get the point by now. I am done making responses towards this guy on a regular basis, and I think I did say maybe once in a while I'll make a video towards him for old time's sake, but as for making videos on him on a regular basis, I am done. And I meant it. I don't know, maybe, for all I know, if he were to never get arrested, maybe I would have eventually made videos on him on a regular basis again in hopes that he would eventually say something about me. I don't know. But at that point in time, I was just done. I was so bored of it at that point. Especially since, again, I didn't get what I wanted. So what's the point in continuing trying if you're not going to get the result that you want? And luck would have it, within a few weeks after that video was uploaded, he disappears for a few months, and then a few months turned into a year, and then people were wondering what the fuck happened to him. And I remember this child pornography thing floating around, saying this person in the comment section to his last video, they said, his real name is John Tolok, and he was arrested for child pornography. I worked with him in Walmart or whatever the fuck. I forget exactly what that comment said, but the gist of it was his name was John Tolok, and he was arrested for child pornography. And at the time, I fucking regret this so much now. I remember thinking, oh, this was stupid. I don't think he was arrested for child pornography. And I literally made a video back in late 2016, I believe. I made this 10-minute long video kind of sort of defending the guy. I was like, oh, well, there was a forest fire around where he lived. Maybe his home burned down in the fire or something. Or he also mentioned he had family issues. Maybe those family issues are still going on. Fucking 7 or 8 months later, after he disappears. It was a really bad video. It was really fucking stupid. I severely regret it now. I even recently completely deleted that video after watching it, after a few years of not seeing it. And, like, there was so much evidence pointing to him, the name John, and I think the date he was arrested was literally a day after he uploaded the last video. And I just saw that as just, maybe it's just a huge coincidence. Holy shit, the guy is named John. He lives in the same place that OBA said he lived in. He got arrested the day after OBA uploaded his last video. No, let's ignore all that. It's probably just a huge coincidence. God, I was so stupid back then. Almost a year passes, and then we finally found out that it definitely was OriginalBloodAce, because this video from some Canadian news source uploaded a video with OBA walking out of the building his hearing took place in, I think. And he literally threatens the camera guy. I think he threatens to bash the guy's teeth in because he was filming him. Yeah, so much for all the threats and shit just being a persona like he claimed it was. Yeah, but anyways, that obviously confirmed 110% that it really was OBA who possessed all that child pornography and was arrested for possessing all of that child pornography. I made some videos back then about his arrest. I made an initial video about a few hours after I find out that it really was him, just relaying information to people saying that it definitely was him who was arrested, and I showed the video as evidence. And then I made another video a few months later talking about just giving people an update on his sentencing. He got 18 months in prison. He's out now, and I think I also say in the video, I did definitely say this in the video, I watched it a few nights ago, I say he deserves life in prison for possessing child pornography, which I completely go back on now. Okay, don't get me wrong, accessing child pornography is fucking terrible, but I don't think he necessarily deserves life for that. I think that is just too erroneous. Unlike at the time I recorded that video, I'm much more of a firm believer of rehabilitation than harsh punishment. But, yeah, I said that. It was stupid, I know, unless you agree with what I said back then. That's pretty much where the saga ends. I just wanted to look back on all the whole anti-OriginalBloodAce movement that I guess I kind of sort of led back then, and just looking back at it now, it was just so fucking, for lack of a better term, cringy and fucking stupid. And a lot of the people in that community were also really stupid and, in some cases, actually really terrible people who really were no better than OriginalBloodAce. But again, I don't know the ins and outs of all those situations. Like, almost everyone in that community have since disappeared due to their own trauma that, again, I don't know much about and really don't want to know much about. But this video isn't about that whole fucking community. This video is about my experience and my perspective of this whole drama bullshit thing that went on back in 2015 and part of 2016. And I've also been kind of thinking about this lately. If OBA were to upload that Sakurai video today, and if I were still a fan of him, the child pornography thing aside, if he were to never be arrested and he uploaded that video today and I was still watching him and enjoying his content and actually a fan of his today, would I have stopped supporting him after him saying that Sakurai deserved his wrist injury to be permanent? Probably not. He said some really stupid and really fucked up shit before then. Even more fucked up than him wishing permanent pain on a person just for putting a character in a video game that he doesn't even fucking like. He's threatened to murder kids who banned him on Miiverse or impersonated him on Miiverse on one occasion, or maybe even a couple of other occasions that I don't remember, threatened to rape the kids who falsely reported him and impersonated him on Miiverse. Just all around really terrible shit. And also, not to mention, he was a raging xenophobe, and I think on few occasions a racist too. Yeah, really swell guy, right? But yeah, I supported him, even after hearing all the shit he said in his Miiverse videos, the really fucked up shit he said in his Miiverse videos, I should add. And I still supported him, but no, it was what he said about, it was the mean things he said about Daddy Sakurai that made me finally get pushed over the edge and stop supporting him. Yeah, really, it's really surreal to me now that it was that made me and many others jump ship, even after all the really terrible things he said about literal children in his videos. But again, all that aside, I probably would still watch him. I don't know. I mean, there were plenty of reasons back then to stop supporting him, even before the whole thing with Sakurai, and even before the child pornography thing. But I still stuck by him regardless. I still watched his videos, commented on his videos regularly, liked his videos, and interacted with him a lot. You know, obviously I didn't mind it back then, and it was just that one video that was the straw that broke the camel's back, just out of nowhere. Yeah, that's not me today. I probably wouldn't just completely jump ship from a channel that I've been watching for a while and have enjoyed for a while, just for one stupid video and one stupid thing the person in the video said, because that in and of itself is stupid. And also me making a video declaring that, oh, I don't support you anymore, I don't like you anymore, is also stupid, because I highly doubt he cared. Like, if someone were to make a video about me, about an opinion that I spouted in a video, and then that person would make a video response saying, I don't like Mikey anymore, I don't want to watch him anymore, I don't want to associate with him anymore, I don't ever want to watch his stupid fucking videos ever again, I'd be like, okay, see ya, I don't fucking care, and I don't think anyone else would really care that you don't support me anyway. Good for you. And that's pretty much how he was back then. He didn't care about the whole resistance against him, he didn't pay attention to any of that. And you know what? I don't blame him whatsoever, because if there was some kind of resistance against me, people making multiple video responses against me, I probably would just laugh it off too and not care one bit. But the real reason I stopped supporting him was, quite honestly, I was getting bored of his content. I just started finding his content to be not interesting anymore, and I would also look back at his Miiverse videos that I so enjoyed when I was 12, 13, and watch them and be like, this isn't really so entertaining anymore. I mean, yeah, they're entertaining in a bad way, that I didn't enjoy them the way I did back when I was 12 and 13, and actually think those were legitimately good videos. I was kind of sort of cringing watching them, and he would say shit about wanting to kill children and kill Americans and fucked up shit like that, and I'd be like, that's fucked up. I don't really condone the shit he's saying here. I don't know why I actually enjoyed watching this shit when I actually did enjoy watching it, but I did, and I didn't understand it even at that point. And he was still making his stupid videos. He made a video freaking out that Zelda U, at the time it was called Zelda U, now obviously it's Breath of the Wild, was delayed, and he made a video freaking out over that, and saying, and you know, just saying Aonuma's this piece of shit for delaying the game. Yeah, God forbid Aonuma wanting to make the game even better by delaying it, but whatever. Yeah, I thought that was stupid too, and all in all, I just started to get really bored of his content, and then he made that Sakurai video, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I guess this is a good excuse to not watch him anymore and just jump ship and, you know, say that I don't like him anymore. And, of course, that's exactly what I did. And, again, I really should have stopped there. I shouldn't have done the multiple video responses like I did back in those days. But, hey, I did it. There's no erasing the past, even though I've privated them, and I'm going to make them public again soon, probably. Just to, you know, have all of you look back at those videos and just relive the cringe of those videos. And to any of you who might be watching this who, even back then, thought this whole Crusade was stupid, I just want to let you know that even I agree with you now. Even I think all of that was stupid and pointless. I was a stupid 14, 15-year-old who, at the time, thought he was leading some big, brave charge, when, in reality, that whole quote-unquote charge was just me and a bunch of other people wasting time whining about a man-child on the internet. I am so embarrassed over that shit now. I can't even express into words how embarrassed I am, but I tried my best in this video. I tried my best. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Bye-bye.